These guys just play a different game. The bumps, I mean, we saw Kofa do a reveal as well, averaging 5 demos a game. It's ridiculous. Here's a reset. LJ, 0 boost, getting bumped off at Kofa. Can they break the deadlock here? 2 minutes gone in game 1. The pressure is immense on his Ultimates lineup. Chronic having to back off. Yeah, this is a good start from Spacestation. Obviously, land debut. You'd expect them to come out a little bit shaky game 1, but really taking it up to Ultimates so far. LJ on ball. Not quite make that touch. First killer could be a double block from reveal defensively. Again, Space Station not showing any signs of nerves so far.
2 minutes into this one. You saw Kofor try to get in there fast to maybe sneak in a shot or 2, but right now, Ultimates, I think they're going to play a much more patient defensive game. That's really what's been keeping them in this.
They're looking a bit slow. Oh, Scribbles is back. There's a shot for LJ. Has to get back in time. Pops up. Chronic. Can he find the shot? It's off the bar. They've both missed. Scribbles did so well after that early mistake. Ultimates cannot find the cannot break the deadlock, should I say. Both teams having great chances, but we've only got a minute left in this one.
SSG still holding them out. Really good save there from Scribbles, and the clear comes through. LJ stops it in his tracks, reset 1 to the backboard, double down, out. But first killer has the space. First goal to the Ultimates.
They were given opportunities, given openings. They just had to take a breath, and it was first killer. Beautiful first touch. LJ over the top of 2. No one in net. An easy double. Ultimates just have to hang on. They don't want to overcommit. Just have to batten down the hatches. Space Station, they'll push for this one with 25 on the clock.
You see that third man did the cheat up, so it left reveal in this 2v1 here. Gonna have to go against LJ in the corner, loses possession, but Scribbles able to get the pass over to the backboard, denies the double. The clear from Ultimates might have caught this one a win. 7 seconds on the clock here. Kofor, 1 touch up. Chronic.
No way.
Not gonna touch him. And Scribbles to sneak through a tie.
What a play from Kofa, doing it himself off the sideboard. The reset and dropping it down to Scribbles behind LJ. Space Station showing no signs of nerves on land, under pressure. That deadlock, that first goal on the board can be all important. First killer doesn't get the touch. Scribbles is low boost. He has been a little shaky. Reveal slow. That's a great cut across Kofa. Certainly been the best player from Space Station so far, setting up that all-important goal.
In the corner here, first killer tries to get the pass off. He does. Of course, Chronic was going to be right there. They were pushing their way, inching forward, and you could feel Space Station getting back, but that low boost on Scribbles really made it awkward for him. Ultimates take game 1.
Just got called out a few times, even in regulation there, Scribbles, and we saw it twice in the overtime.
Right now, they are holding their own much better than they have in the past.
Yeah, just playing solid land rock right now are the Ultimates, and I would have expected the demo game to come in, but it's not to be so far. Huge save from Scribbles. This time, that'll do wonders for his confidence after game 1. Still put in.
Getting held back a little bit more and more as time goes on. Chronic going to take his time with this ball out into the corner. Tries to center it to a teammate. Big, powerful clear, though, for SSG return.
Yeah, Space Station just struggling to beat that last defender there, and Ultimates can really pick them apart with bumps. They're doing it the other way here with the demos, with the physical plays. You can just see third man non-exist and Scribbles in net, removed by Chronic. LJ, beautiful shot.
Oh my gosh, I mean also just the speed. Once that big clear came out, I don't even think SSG anticipated how fast it was going to be coming in, and there was just no preparation to get squared away in time. But off kickoff, you do have the time. And they are in possession of this ball off the ceiling. Scribbles, another touch denied. Follow up slow, and also the double from SSG is kind of question marky for me. In reality, yes, on paper, should the Ultimates not be favored, but on land, it is a completely different story.
Yeah, I changed my prediction to Space Station right before they started. I'm thinking, why would I do that? They got top 2 in Birmingham, for goodness sake, CJ. What are you thinking? And these guys right now might just be land boys. They're stepping up again. A minute left. The Space Station. There's the bump, but the shot is not on, and they've left it open down the other end. Can Reveal get back? It's 2-0.
The catch out and roll in for the Ultimates. That last minute is lock-in mode now. And I mean, if you are SSG, as the minutes are counting down, like you said, you can see the frustration and the desperation in some of these plays. Kofa trying to make it quick again. Ultimates doing an incredible job of keeping their hands up on this team. They're going to try and force a shot. First killer completely denies. Chronic sends off the second attempt in 10 seconds, CJ. I think it's too little, too late to get back into this one as LJ tried to take it out. Gopher's doing last heroic efforts, but it's not enough. Ultimates are heading to match point.
And Chronic misses the open. They're going to laugh about that one. Could have been 3.
Oh, they got to keep it going. That is first minute. They've been fairly in their own half despite the demos. It hasn't quite been enough. Reveal tried to go for the bump and open up a path, but no connect on that last man there. Now SSG, it's this moment of you have a great plan, you try to execute it, but it's just missing the ending.
And it feels like we've had a timeout. Both teams are going for a pretty different play style. We saw the Demolition Derby earlier. Here's a chance for Reveal with the double. There he is! Space Station 1-0.
You saw them make so much force on this too. You had already seen Scribbles up in the back, messing things around, but Kofor was that finishing touch to force FK to go a little bit quicker than he needed to, and there was the time and space for the double at the end.
Tries to make the double. Kofor off the backboard to himself. LJ looking to catch low boost. Space Station looking far better here in game 3.
They do. They are so much more aggressive, and again, a lot of that comes with, you know, the mixed level of pressure when you are down by 2 in a series. First killer trying to force this one towards that net. Kofor hand up out to the center. Reveal great read on this one.
Open.
The clear actually might get the catch up, but no! They hit the post, but it's all okay. Scribbles saw that post read and goes, stop in your tracks, turn your nose to the right. Space Station, you barely got away with that one.
He not only missed, I think he just saved it. He redirected that so far wide. He tried to place it as if there was a defender in net. Luckily enough, it bounces inwards. 2-0 Space Station.
2 demos in the back end, 3 demos now. Still not enough to stop the ultimates from coming into that half there. Pinch from the corner, almost goes center on it. It's gonna get sent back to that backboard. Great patience from Scribbles, but FK has just absolutely been a menace on that midline there, not allowing any clear, any challenge from SSG to get past. Saw the bump, saw the demo, and the shots going in.
Oh, Kofor could have saved that too. That was a 1v3 with the demo opening it up. He did so well to dodge FK and Chronic, but he just couldn't quite land on the ball. He kind of reverse wave dash off the ground.
Yeah, definitely surprising because I feel like you're noticing SSGs a little bit more, which means the ultimates are being really sneaky with it. Try to get another one in here. Great save, keeps it out. 2 minutes to go.
Overcommitted.
There's the catch up, and there's that 2-goal lead.
Yeah, they bit off more than they could chew their ultimates. They were happy with that first goal off the demo, but this is a huge mistake. LJ, third man, has completely got himself out of position. You'd hear our beautiful announcer on this new map, Mr. Shogun himself. Shout out to him. It's a minute 90 seconds on the clock now. It's Reveal. Going to keep this ball forward. Can he find one more? And he's over the top of Chronic. FK's in trouble. He's in a really bad spot. The low 50 works. 4 goals to Space Station.
This is the Space Station we saw take down the ultimates in the last open to make their way here. That's the level of confidence. It's speed on those follow-ups at the end there.
They're in a good spot if they can keep this momentum up. That was the most dominant game of the series, and it was their first win as well. So let's see if they can tie this one up, bring it to 5. We've had a few sweeps so far here in Raleigh. Let me see, our first champ fielder will Chronic deny all hope.
This is the player that we have seen go into the half so many times. Finally, some success on it. Beautiful pass off the backboard too. And that speed from ultimates, and Chronic in particular, going to set them up on the right foot.
All 3 members of Space Station had 0 boost in the tank. Great start off the kickoff, 10 seconds in. That'll help the pressure right now. And there's a nice fake. LJ came across, the dunk was there, and that's going to be open down the other end. They've overcommitted again. Ultimates had the lead, gave it up 10 seconds later.
What on earth is going on? I think first killer had just gone up a little bit too far, but not only getting caught up too far on 0 boost. You were not making that race.
From Chronic there for LJ, but Space Station Gaming just read it. First killer's not ready. They threw the kitchen sink at the attack for the 2-0 lead. Here he goes again. That's a nice save from Scribbles. Who else defensively for Space Station right now has been only the MVP so far. Chronic with the low 50. Scribbles can pull out. He dodges the bump as well. He's done immensely, but this is an awkward spot. And first killer reads that. He won't miss when he gets time and space. They've grabbed the lead back.
Yeah, way too much time and space for him. Off the backboard, just a beautiful read. I mean, you could see Reveal down in the bottom corner too. As soon 50 forwards keeps SSG at least in the blue half for now. Attempted bump on this one. Successful one on the second time, but SSG, they lose this ball again.
lost the ball, and LJ still has his flick to work with, and he rips it on net. 3-1 to the Ultimates.
Look at just the sheer patience, too. You saw the demo on the ground, and it was too quick from Kofor. They were getting a little antsy on it, and again, patience from LJ is always a virtue, and Ultimates up by 2.
Trying to stay on the attack. These 50s won't help. The bump was on. It would have been a goal.
I'm starting to get nervous for the Ultimates because SSG are getting a little cheeky. You can see them try and sneak in that third man and catch a shot here. In the corner, though, another center. There's that push-up, but having that third man so far back, SSG are very confident, at least in the Ultimates, not being able to force them into those awkward 2v1s anymore.
Oh, the bump can come through. This should be a goal. It's a 3v1, and it's off reveal, off scribbles. First killer. The second time this game, Herky's been isolated third man, and there's nothing he can do to avoid this.
They're giving them a taste of their own medicine. The Ultimates have attempted this a handful of times already, but now SSG kind of know this is their bread and butter. Forcing one of those 3 players around, of course, FK being singled out like that is a whole other mission to accomplish, but they're doing it. And starting to get back into this one. Only a 1-goal deficit for SSG. Great place to be in with half this game to go.
Well, nearly overcommitted again. Chronic able to get back in time and take the corner boost. Beautiful touch as well. We'll give him a momentary solo on net if you can find the reset over the top. This is awkward. This is really awkward. It's just got to be a goal. LJ, easy as you like. It was the perfect 50 from Chronic.
Oh my gosh, SSG got to be a little bit careful with this too, because some of these touches are just kind of bouncy for me, and the Ultimates are playing a little bit patient like I was talking about, and it's just these easy reads.
For LJ, 4-2 now. Still time in this game, but one more goal could be the end of Space Station here in the first round. Here is reveal. Where on earth is... Where on earth? Is the Ultimates defense? Is this just the reveal demo show all of a sudden?
It is. This is what I was saying. You have one of these players sneaking up and being so cheeky and annoying, and it finally pays off.
The 1v2, 1v3 play could just relieve all kinds of pressure, but so far, Space Station looking to push forward. It's a team bump as well. This will open it up for Space Station. See, Scribble's in there. They faked it though, and they've completely left it, and that could be the mistake that cost them the series.
Oh man, you're going back to your old ways, or you started to get a little scrambly, a little too, caught off guard is a nice way to put it. SSG, they had been doing so good, but now...
No one able to break that one. Just Kofa has other ideas. Here he's with the solo play. Reset, throws it on net, double commit, Ultimates, but the save's good enough down the other end.
The double commit was just enough to keep it out. 17 on the clock here. SSG got to find one on target and in that net in the next few seconds. Kofer's going to try it, tries and gets denied. 7 seconds on the clock. First killer just going to play time here. Round 1, almost past 2, but that clear from Chronic, I think, is going to do it. Ultimates have finally taken down Space Station Gaming.
Well, they might have had the online record, but Ultimates and First Killer have said, welcome to land, boys.